Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. I'm going to be talking about sleep today. This is such a popular topic. I get so many questions on sleep. I've done videos on sleep, but I figured I'd answer this particular question because this is kind of interesting. He says here, how to sleep better. Hi John, thanks for answering my video on working for free. I am now building a personal site and definitely enjoying it. Anyways, I think I found the bug in my body that hinders productivity. At first I thought it was due to lack of exercise and started to exercise about 3 times a week for the past couple of months. But then I soon realized sleep, in all capital letters, is my #1 enemy. Without a good night's sleep, it is 2 to 3 times harder to start the morning right, as I usually go to the gym in the morning. Now I'm trying to form a habit of sleep at 11 p.m., but it's so hard due to the temptation of freedom, in capital letters. By all means, I got a full-time job plus 2 kids. I generally get maybe 1 hour to myself per day, and sleeping at 11 p.m. is too difficult. I don't mean wasting time. I'm either learning something or coding for my project. About 9 out of 10 times I would sacrifice my sleep for another hour or 2 doing things I want and sleep at 1 or 2 a.m. I've tried sleeping at 11 p.m., but my brain is too alertive to even sleep, so I code away until exhaustion and wake up to a pretty crappy morning yet again. Got any advice on how I can build a habit to sleep consistently? So Kevin, I'll tell you, here's one thing that will help you to sleep consistently. And this is what I do this is what you might do with a young child who doesn't go to sleep. Make them wake up damn early. I guarantee you, if you start setting the alarm for earlier, you're going to go to bed sooner because you're going to be tired. So if you're having a problem with being too alert at 11 p.m., I got a solution for you, buddy. All you gotta do is wake up earlier. If you wake up earlier, you'll be so damn tired at 11 p.m. that you'll go to sleep, okay? So just keep on setting your clock back earlier, giving yourself less and less sleep until you're tired enough to go to sleep at 11 p.m. And that's how you start the habit. Instead of starting the habit of what time that you go to bed, start the habit by what time that you wake up. And that's going to get you, trust me, that it's going to hurt at first and it's going to make things worse at first, but it's going to teach you it's always good to learn some lessons the hard way through pain. And that one you will learn through pain as you force yourself not to take a nap and to make it through the day. And by 11 p.m., your head should hit the pillow and you will go to sleep. On top of that, one thing that I could recommend is that about an hour before sleep time, about 10 p.m., you turn off all electronic devices, right? You've probably seen the studies on the whole spectrum of light and the daylight. You want to avoid electronic devices, except for maybe a Kindle that is backlit, or you can use like an application like Flux if you think that helps. I would say just avoid them as much as possible. And then melatonin is something that I take from time to time that helps me to sleep. You know, you might try with experimenting with different dosages. I've found that a very, very small dosage actually is more effective for me, and I'll take that, and that'll get me into a pretty good deep sleep. But you're just going to have to be disciplined about this, and your sleep is going to be really important, right? Especially if you're working out. I found that when I'm not lifting weights, when I'm not, I'm not doing intense workouts. I'm always doing some kind of workout, but if I'm not doing like the intense kind of stuff I'm doing now, that I can get by on 7 or 6 hours of sleep and be fine and function. But when I am working out heavy and I'm running 40 miles a week and doing all that, I gotta sleep 8 to 9 hours. Otherwise, I will not be very functional. I will not be effective. And just remember this. I mean, this is kind of one of those things as well. Like, just remember that, you want to stay up those extra 1 or 2 hours in order to get more work done, but you're just borrowing from tomorrow, right? You're not helping yourself. And if you're in a sleep deprived state, right, you might be able to get 1/5 of the work done. You might be 1/5 of as effective over time, and so it's going to take you 5 times as long to do things. So you're maybe trading like an hour or two that you think you're getting a bonus hour, but it's costing you 5 in productivity because you're not as effective the next day. So you got to make sleep a priority. I would say, again, I think that if you just start waking up earlier, that's going to jumpstart it. It doesn't mean that you have to stay at that early wake up time, but if you're having trouble going to sleep, make it so that you're really damn tired at 11 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. You got to retrain yourself, and once you're used to going to bed at 11 p.m., then you can actually get more sleep and move your wake up time to a little bit later so that you get more sleep. That's really the best advice that I could give you on that. You can Google. Tim Ferriss has a lot of good advice on sleep techniques. He uses a bunch of things, including blackout shades and keeping the room extremely dark. You might use like a white noise thing if you're having trouble. It sounds like you just have a discipline problem, though. It's not an issue of not being able to go to sleep. And I'll say one other thing here, which is that you can get away with being sleep deprived for some period of time, right? So there are times that I'll go through and I'm like, I'm working on some project or I'm working on something and I'm allowing myself to only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, and I can keep that up for maybe like a couple of weeks, but then the crash is going to happen. So there may be periods of time where you can borrow, right? But you're eventually going to have to pay that back. At least that's what I found. So that's my advice on it. If you got some comments, you got some advice of your own, leave a comment below. Let me know. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this. And if you like this video, if you want to get all the videos that I do here on Simple Programmer, make sure that you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.